Hey guys, Vinny Plays Games here, and I would like to show you the new beauty, the new rig that I talked about in my other videos. Well, not other videos, video. This is the new one that I built from scratch. Ordered all the parts, did it myself. Here's the old one. Rest in peace. You'll always be loved. Shortly lived, but it was good while I had it. Not sadly, but it was nice to have that one. It was a good starter one. Real waste of money, but it was decent. So I pretty much bought all new parts. If you see here, I'll go over each and every part, and eventually I'll come and fix the description. Right here, underneath this pump, if I get a decent angle, right here underneath this pump is a AMD FX 9370, one of the top of the line AMD processors. Runs 4.4 gigahertz stock and 4.7 turbo. I have not tried overclocking it, but right now it's liquid cool. I have all-in-one liquid cooling, which obviously here's the pump. That's the pump tubes. Then behind these fans is a radiator that's in the top here. And this case comes with pre-installed fans. Here's one pre-installed fan, and then there's two in here, one over here, one over there. And then also the two fans on the radiator. So then I also have my 32 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM running at, I think, 3300 megahertz. Got my R9 380. Have not overclocked that back to the way it is. But right now, I don't think I will, because it's a beast with this processor. Got a 1050 watt power supply to give me all the juice I will ever need right now. The CD drive that came out of the old computer, the 1 terabyte hard drive that came out of the old computer. So this computer over here is back to the way it used to be. So let's turn the light. Not much of a difference. This computer is back to the way I originally purchased it. I'm unscrewing the case to show you guys the big difference. You know, look how empty this case is. 8 gigabytes of RAM, AMD A10 processor, runs at like 3.8 gigahertz with a basic heatsink fan, 2 case fans, 500 watt power supply, R7240. Not much. Had a terabyte hard drive in there. So I played Rocket League obviously on here the other day. Cable management, as you see, is a big thing. Now, you see all these nice coolly colored wires. These wires are not long enough for me to put behind the back with, obviously I did with most of the power supply cables, which I have not done with this one yet. The 8-pin ATX cable. But these are not long enough to go through the back to look nice and neat. These are run through the back, but they're still there. So, how about we boot this bad boy on and see what it looks like running. So, right here, as you see, that's what happens when we play around with the wires. You got this LED fan. This is an LED fan. Those two are LED fans. There were 2 LED fans on here, but I want the official bat-winged fans on here. The pump lights up. If we look over here, this has a see-through panel, which I'll show you the end product at the end. And this is a little messy, but it boots up Windows, second monitor, my TV. But this computer was very stressful to put together. You could even see the color through the other side. This computer was very stressful to build, but it is together. Hopefully it lasts me a little bit. It's not cheap either, but I'll put this thing back together, stand it up, and I'll be back. So just give me a moment. Alright guys, so this is what it is, all sealed up. You could obviously see the LED fan pretty clear. The I/O backplate, PS2 connectors for audio. Just try to focus. This motherboard has a clear CMOS button, so you don't always have to keep on opening up the case, which is nice. Has SATA in the back, so if I want to have an external hard drive, I can. It has 4 USB 2.0s in the back and 4 USB 3.0s in the back. I also have 2 USB 2.0s on top. Now obviously I have my regular graphics card connectors in the back with HDMI display port and DVI and the other one. So let's take a side view. Obviously you can see a little bit in the back. And this is what the front looks like. Looks pretty nice. Obviously this is a fingerprint magnet. Got my little EVGA metal up there, powered by. Haven't got my AMD one up there yet, but if you look up on the top, you see 2 USB 3.0s. This allows you to adjust the fan speed. I have them both set to high. SD card reader and micro SD card reader, power button, LEDs, USBs 2.0s, and headphone and speaker jack, and reset.